Hey guys, just thought I'd jump on and talk about some of the things that have been coming up in recent Reiki sessions. One of the questions I get asked a lot is, how do I protect my energy? I have a lot of empaths and energy sensitives will often come for Reiki, and that's one of the questions, or one of the things they definitely want to know. And so I'm gonna tell you. It's actually pretty simple. The first thing you need to understand is that no one can actually take your energy. So when we're dealing with what we call energy vampires or anything like that, they're not actually taking your energy. That's an impossibility. Your energy is your energy. No one can take it. What's actually happening is they're inviting you into their energy. And if you accept that invitation, you're not going to feel good, especially if their energy is not in alignment with yours. So if you drop down into where they're at, you're not going to feel good. You're not going to enjoy it. You're going to be like, it feels weird. And that's perfectly normal. And this happens all the time, especially with empaths and energy sensitives. So how do you deal with that? Well, it's really very simple. What we've got to do is learn to just hold your own energy. And what you've just got to remember is you get to choose what has influence. So you don't have to accept that invitation. You don't have to accept and allow their energy to have influence over your energy. You get to hold your energy. Now, what you have to understand though is when that happens, what occurs is there is a gap between your energy that you're now holding and the energy of other people or others. And when that gap occurs for empaths or energy sensitives, everything in you will want to close that gap. And what often happens is we close it downwards. We come down into someone else's energy to keep the peace, to make them feel comfortable. And what you really need to learn to do is to hold your energy and actually invite them up, which can be hard. And not everyone is going to accept that invitation. They're going to just be comfortable where they are. And you have to learn to be okay with that, to accept that and go, that's absolutely fine that you stay where you are. And when that happens, there is a gap. They may disappear from your life for a while. That is perfectly okay. We have to learn to accept that. So what is the best type of energy to stay in if you're an empath or an energy sensitive? Well, for me, it is pure unconditional love. That really is the energy of God, of all creation. It's certainly the closest word we have to it. So we have to learn to just allow that unconditional love to flow always in us. We're only going to allow that unconditional love to have influence. And when we decide that, when we allow that unconditional love to influence us, we feel good. You will always feel good. Certainly empaths, energy sensitive, anyone who's in that sort of energetic space is going to feel good in unconditional love, and you will always feel not so good in energy that's different to that. And that's part of being an energy sensitive. That's just part of it, and it's a good thing because we stay in our energy, and by doing that we actually raise the energy of the world, which is great. And also you get to feel really good all the time. And so yeah, that's all we have to do. We just have to learn to not accept the invitation into someone else's energy and just allow our energy to have influence over us, or the energy of unconditional love, which can also be described as the energy of God. That's the message for today. Have a great day.